Welcome back, acoustic guitar lovers, to downtown Cleveland, Ohio, the home of Jewett Guitars and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Today, I'm going to show you a guitar that's spoken for. It's being sent in a couple of days to a dealer in Nashville, and I wanted to talk a little bit about it just because it's a very special guitar in the way that it came out and some of the inspiration for it. But this is a double O body, Sunburst, mahogany back and sides, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in detail. But just as a matter of point, the double O size guitar is undoubtedly one of my favorite body styles. As you can tell, I'm not a really big guy, but this guitar, or this guitar body size, just fits me perfectly. So if you're a smaller person, maybe a woman, more petite hands, smaller hands, you don't have large forearms to get over the guitar like you would in a dreadnought, this is a great size guitar. But we have the same setup really as a larger guitar, so the fretboard and the way that it's laid out and everything else is more like a bigger guitar. But it's like sort of like having a lot of the features of a bigger guitar in a smaller package, and that's something I really like. But just starting out at the top here, I'll run down and talk a little bit more about some of the details. But up here, I have Cocobolo Headplate. Cocobolo has a very nice type of look to it. It is a rosewood species. I've got the mother of pearl Jewett logo, a little inlay here with a cat eye and diamond, 1 3/4 inch bone nut as always, and down here at the business end or at the bridge end we have a 2 1/4 inch bridge spacing. Fairly standard setup, but it's just a nice good finger style. If you do like the flat pick, it's fine, it's not real wide. This is a Cocobolo fretboard, and for those of you that don't know Cocobolo, it is a member of the rosewood species, but it has kind of a higher oil content than a lot of the rosewoods. It makes a really nice fretboard. It's a very fast fretboard, and it's kind of naturally oily, so you don't have to really kind of take care of it the way that you do other rosewoods. I have gold Evo frets on here. Gold Evo frets are my favorite frets. Abalone rosette, Amazon rosewood bridge, bone saddle, ebony bridge pins, and this is a Sunburst, which we call butterscotch. And the colors for this Sunburst were influenced by the colors here in, during the fall in northeastern Ohio. And these are the colors you'll see on the maple and the oak and the other hardwood trees in October and all that. And it's just a really pretty warm Sunburst, and it complements the Cocobolo, and it also complements the mahogany sides and back really nicely. I'm going to try and hold this so it doesn't get a lot of glare from the lights, but this is sinker mahogany that was pulled out of the Hudson River about 5 years ago, and a local guy about 20 minutes away from me, his nephew pulled it out, and he sawed it into large lumber, and then we've had it storing in our shop here for about a couple years, and we've been resawing and making guitars out of it. I've got a link to the story behind this wood because this is very old growth Honduran mahogany. But it's just killer color, beautiful color in terms of the reds and orange and browns you see in there. If I hit a little bit of glare from the lights, I apologize for that. And then that's nicely carried over into this Sunburst, which we call, again, butterscotch. Purfling on this, or the binding and purfling scheme, is maple, solid maple, on the back and going around to the back strip here. And we have a very simple black, white, black purfling strip going around the perimeter of the top as well as on the back. Talked about the bridge pins, but finally, this end wedge here. Hopefully you can see that without too much glare, but that end wedge is spalted maple. And that is just a really nice, classy, excuse me, it's not Spalton maple, it's Brazilian rosewood. We use a lot of different woods as end wedges, and I'm getting confused because we're doing a lot of guitar demos right now. But that is just a gorgeous Brazilian rosewood end wedge that's inset into the back of the guitar. My favorite tuners are on here, called Goto 510s. They're the mini version. And to complement the Cosmo finish on that, I've got a nice piece of Brazilian rosewood back veneer. So, the neck on this is sinker mahogany. That's from actually the same piece of wood that we cut the back and sides from. And I guarantee you, that's not something that you see every day. It is a very nice quarter sawn piece of mahogany, and it has a neck that is the traditional kind of Martin style cone neck. So, about the only thing left to talk about is the finish on this, which is just a buffed high gloss finish on the body and a buffed satin finish, which is a very nice feeling finish on the neck. So, I think it's time that we probably give this thing a listen.